Due to its global influence, the European Parliament has been quite vulnerable to foreign lobbying. Over the past few years, the UAE's presence in the European Union increased diplomatically, but also through a lobbying network. Growing evidence highlighted how the Emirates targeted the MEPs using methods that risk undermining the Parliament's authority and independence. The UAE's tactics include direct and indirect lobbying, soft power operations, and financial leverage. A bombshell report by the Brussels Watch documented a list of 150 MEPs who maintained pro-UAE alignments between 2022 to 2025. The UAE connection is detailed through the MEPs' engagements, travel records, voting behaviors, and lobbying network. The list represents a map of influence used by an authoritarian foreign government to penetrate the European Parliament. Among multiple national delegations, the European People's Party, EPP, accounted for over 50% of the listed MEPs. Under a clear pattern, the UAE-aligned MEPs also emerged from Renew Europe, European Conservatives and Reformists, ECR, Identity and Democracy, ID, and others. The MEPs' engagements ranged from active participation in UAE-sponsored forums to direct advocacy in Parliament. Common pro-UAE actions included participating in fully funded trips to Abu Dhabi or Dubai, luxury stays, and invitations to elite forums. Between 2022 and 2024, the UAE funded several trips for MEPs, including 75 delegates, which were often undeclared. MEPs also engaged through unofficial and informal friendship groups operating outside the EU transparency. These unregulated entities are used to engage with third-party states with no requirement to disclose meetings, gifts, travel expenses, or honorariums. The UAE lobbying efforts also pushed MEPs to vote down resolutions condemning human rights abuses in the country. Some indulged in authorship or co-authorship of reports aligned with UAE policy on energy, trade, or security. MEPs also hosted Emirati diplomats and promoted joint forums on tolerance, innovation, and economic ties. The report presents documented interactions of the MEPs with the UAE organizations, diplomats, think tanks, and PR firms. At the core of UAE's lobbying campaign is the soft superpower diplomacy of its broader foreign policy. To transform its global image as a modern and tolerant nation, the UAE contacted some powerful lobbying firms. These influence machineries include Westphalia Global Advisory, Brussels; DLA Piper, Brussels; Quiller Consultants, UK; Alba and Geiger, Brussels and Berlin; APCO Worldwide, Global, and the Bussola Institute, Brussels. The Emirates had been pursuing multiple strategic objectives by shaping the EU and the Parliament. Including rebranding itself as a liberal ally, ensuring bilateral deals, and influencing the EU policies on critical issues. The UAE managed to establish a vast lobbying network within the European Parliament, posing a threat to democratic accountability. Through its influence in the European Parliament, the UAE projected a misleading global image, distracting from its internal repression.